Go the Raiders meltdown first.
Okay, yeah. So what do you think? That's your new team this year. Raiders against probably the worst team in the NFL. I know that
Yeah,
I probably
yeah,
wasn't. I don't know who had it worse between you and me, to be honest.
yeah. No, honestly, there's like no excuse for the Raiders losing this game. They absolutely underestimated the Panthers, right? I mean, just the fact that you have, I mean, it's a veteran quarterback, but a veteran quarterback that doesn't have too much playing time with like the number ones, right? Like he had 3 touchdown passes, no picks, um, 300 yards. I mean, they were getting uh, beat by Deontay Johnson. They got beat by Adam Thielen on a deep ball. I mean, they were letting Chuba Hubbard get whatever they wanted. I mean, just a bad performance by the defense, and it doesn't help that your offense only puts up 7 points in the first half, right? Um, just all around bad game for the Raiders, right? I mean, it's a game that they definitely want to forget and move on, but another game that they have to think of like, wow, we just lost against the worst team. I mean, we better be prepared. I mean, we better be prepared when we go out and play these teams, right? Because I mean, just man, he, like,
Hey, this game made you want to stop being a fan again, huh?
yeah. I mean, like I wanna say the defense still has it in them, but they lost a really big piece that I really enjoyed watching. Marcus Epps, he's out for the season with an ACL injury. He had 10 tackles last game. The only guy that, in my opinion, wanted to tackle at all. I know they were missing Divine Diablo out there. He was out. I forget what injury, but he was out in the game. And he's definitely one of their key linebackers. But I mean, it's just they're just getting bossed around, tossed around by the Panthers. I mean, it was a good win for the Panthers, like great for the Panthers. The same record as now, but the Raiders went in against one of the worst teams in the league, and then they get blown out. Like
You're like absolute. I've never seen you like this before. You're
no,
like absolutely shocked right now.
no, because I mean, you have to be shocked. Like
That's how I feel though. Like there was no way in my mind we were losing this game.
this run game is horrendous. This is absolutely horrendous. I mean, how hard is it to get the ball in Devontae Adams, Brock Bowers, Jacoby Myers? I mean, you even have a deep ball guy in Trey Tucker. And they hit on a deep ball. It's like how hard is it to get the ball into these guys' hands? Like it's like I really have to consider this offensive coordinator job security. Does he have it in him? Like how are we not throwing the ball 40 times if we need to in a game? How are we not throwing the ball 50 times if we need to in a game? Um, why are we running when we're only averaging like 2 yards a game, right? I mean, I understand you want to establish the run game, but if the if it's not there, you have. I mean, when their offensive line when they're pass blocking, it's way better than when they're run blocking, right? They're actually giving Gardner Minshew the time. It's just you have some of the best wide receivers. I mean, I wouldn't say all of them are good, but like you have definitely some good weapons on your offense. How are you not scheming up players to become open? How are you not getting separation from anybody? Like what's going on? If you want to be a playoff team, you can't. And then this is two games, right? Even the Chargers game, they were kind of close in, and then the the offensively they didn't do much. This game is just offensive, defensively they weren't prepared at all for a team that I mean I think 99% of US had them winning, except for some Raiders fans like me that were like they're probably gonna end up losing this game just because they're classical Raiders. I mean, it's just complete disappointment coming for the Raiders. Complete
Yeah,
disappointment.
you look at the stat line of the Panthers players, you would think that you would think it's like a top five offense. I mean, the quarterback went 320 yards, 3 touchdowns. The running back went 21 carries, 114 yards, 5 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown through the air. Deontay Johnson, 8 for 122 and a touchdown. Like,
When was the last time Deontay Johnson went for over 100 yards?
I mean, but we both know he's a good player though.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
But that might say a thing or two about Bryce Young, to be honest. But Um, so what do you think about the quarterback situation then?
I still believe in Minshew. I still think I still think he's the guy. I know they subbed in Aiden O'Connell late in the game, and Gardner Minshew definitely did have one really big pick when I think that they were sort of making a comeback. Right, there were 8 minutes left. They were down by 2 scores. They were sort of driving, and then he caps it off with a pick, and then kind of game over. Right. Um, I still believe in Gardner Minshew. I think they just need to let him do some of his magic. Right, let him sling the ball. When I mean, I'm fine with him slinging the ball and throwing interceptions as long as I know that he's slinging the ball and at least trying to get in the hands of Devontae Adams, Brock Bowers. Like both of those guys to me have shown that they're good, right? I mean, Devontae Adams, we've known how good he is, but Brock Bowers has shown me. I mean, he's been able to eat because like of the attention that goes towards Devontae Adams, right? But they also have like other guys like Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, just like get the ball in these guys' hands. Like, they'll make plays. It's that easy. Trust me.
Okay, so your issue was the fact that they didn't. Your issue was with their offense, so they didn't throw the ball as much.
No, definitely with the defense too. Uh,
Okay. Oh,
and
okay. So
all
offensively,
around terrible game. You can't let up 33 points against a team that I think put 10 points up in 2 weeks.
yeah, yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's hard to say that. I mean, we don't know what they would look like with Andy Dalton their first 2 weeks, but yeah, I don't think going from Bryce Young to Andy Dalton should have made that much of a difference.
Like you should have at least been able to force a few turnovers, right? It's like a quarterback. I mean, I understand he's a veteran quarterback, but he's a guy that doesn't have like the first what's it called, the first team reps.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's a 36-year-old guy who hasn't played. He hasn't started a game in like a long time. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think the Raiders will be able to bounce back though. I mean, I think their head coach is one who understands how inexcusable their performance was, and I think when you have a good leadership like that, it'll permeate through the players and the coaching staff. And I don't know if you can fix the fact. I don't know if you can fix the intelligence or your play designing skills of your offensive coordinator, but I think at least decision making wise, I think AP will be able to make the right decisions. And I thought it was cool that he said that. I just thought it was cool that he said that we have players making business decisions, so we're gonna make business decisions too. And I thought that was cool. That he just called them out like that, and I think he'll have his players ready to go next week. And who are they playing next week?
They are playing the I
Yeah,
forget.
I think the Browns. Yeah, the
Yeah, the
Browns.
Browns. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're playing the Browns. Yeah.
So that's a winnable game. I mean, I don't think Deshaun Watson at quarterback is someone that is going to be too scary when it comes to commanding their offense. And
Uh,
defensively, they are a solid defense, but they did just get beat by the Giants, so that's a winnable game.
uh-huh. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm concerned of. I mean, just yeah, they just have to forget about this game. I mean, as bad as it is, right?
I think
Sometimes you just gotta forget that this game even happened. Move on to the next team. And I mean, yeah, the Browns offensively, they I don't think they're that great, right? Especially with Deshaun Watson. So this will be a good test for the defense. Hopefully they can bounce back because I would still consider this defense to be a pretty good defense, right? Um, just like the offense, they just can't keep getting they can't keep getting to these start off with these slow starts, right? 7 points, 3 points, 6 points and a half, right? That's you can't do that and be like consider yourself a wild card or like a playoff team. So you just can't do it. Especially with I'll keep saying it, especially with so many weapons. Like I think they have a great what's it called skill position group, especially with the receivers. Um, yeah, it hurts that they let Jacobs walk away like that. It would have probably been a little bit better.
yeah. So you still would rather have Minshew in over O'Connell?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm saying you just gotta let Minshew sling it.
Do you think that opinion could change though over the next couple weeks? Because I think even AP said that might change soon potentially, or it's possible to change.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, like I was saying last week, I was saying he probably has it secured till midway. I mean, if the offense is getting off to these slow starts, so like you might need to just bring in Aiden O'Connell for a game and see like if he's able to get to like a fast start, and if he is, it's just like put him in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it just kind of hurts that you're paying a guy like 25, 26 mil, and you just have to bench him.
I thought Mitch was making like 10.
No, he's making I think 25 per year.
Minshew? No, there's no way.
Maybe it was a 2-year 25.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 year 25.
Okay, yeah.
25 a year for Minshew would be crazy.
I mean, Trevor Lawrence is making 55, so
I guess, but that honestly, that whole Jags team was just sorry though.
yeah.